It's 4:50 on a Thursday afternoon, and Elliot has been at his desk since 7:30. 9 hours. He has answered 61 messages, sat through 2 calls that could have been a paragraph, reorganized a shared folder, updated a tracker nobody reads, and helped 3 different people with things that were not his. He is exhausted, genuinely, physically exhausted. And the thing he actually needed to do today, the one item that would have moved his life rather than his inbox, is still sitting there, untouched, the same as yesterday, the same as the 11 days before that. Elliot is 34. He's not lazy. He's the hardest working man in his department, and that is precisely how he has managed to avoid his own life for 3 straight years. What I want to lay out here is the most socially protected form of avoidance there is: being busy. And stay to the end, because the part that actually matters isn't recognizing that busyness is a hiding place. It's understanding what specifically it hides you from. And that answer is uncomfortable enough that I've saved it for the last stretch of this video. Let's start with the obvious. Every other escape gets punished. Drink too much, and someone says something. Sleep all day, and someone notices. Scroll for 4 hours, and you feel it in your chest afterward. Busyness gets applauded. You can spend 11 days avoiding the single most important thing in your life. And if you do it while working 60 hours a week, everyone around you, your boss, your partner, your parents, your friends, will treat you as admirable. You will be described as dedicated, as reliable, as someone who's really going through it right now. There is no other addiction that comes with social reinforcement built into the delivery mechanism, and that's why it lasts decades. Now here's the layer underneath, and this is where it gets specific. Busyness has a signature. It's not that you do nothing important. It's that you do a very large volume of things that are guaranteed to be evaluated. Answer 61 messages. Every single one gets acknowledged, gets a thanks, gets a check mark. Reorganize a folder. Visible, immediate, complete. Help 3 people. 3 moments of gratitude. Compare that to the thing you're not doing. The manuscript, the business plan, the conversation with your father, the application. Those things have no feedback loop. You could work 3 hours on one and end the day with nothing that looks like progress, and nobody telling you it was good. You are not choosing work over rest. You are choosing certainty of feedback over uncertainty of meaning. I did this for 6 years. I told myself I'd get to my own work once things calmed down. Things never calmed down, because I was the one generating the noise, and I was generating it because the noise came with receipts. There's an idea in the Stoics that Seneca kept returning to, that people are extremely careful with their property and remarkably careless with their time, guarding money they can always earn again while spending the one thing they can't. But the sentence of his that actually stings isn't about wasting time. It's his observation that people are always busy preparing to live, and life passes while they prepare, not while they idle, while they prepare. Busy is not the opposite of wasting your life. Busy is the most efficient method of wasting it, because it comes with the feeling of not having wasted it. But here's what most people do at exactly this point, and it's where it all falls apart. Before I go further, I need to show you something I built precisely because of this pattern. It's called the Untamed Mind Protocol. 3 tools. The ebook, The Mind That Executes, isn't going to motivate you. It shows you why motivation is the wrong instrument, and dismantles the 4 sabotage patterns that keep you knowing everything and doing nothing. The daily performance dashboard opens in your browser. No login, no subscription. Works offline. Intention for the day. 3 priorities. Timer, habit tracker, evening reflection. And the reprogramming audio is 20 minutes with binaural waves and a firm voice. working the layer knowledge alone never reaches. Identity. The ebook builds awareness. The dashboard changes behavior. The audio works on who you believe you are. $9. Lifetime access. No subscription. The link is in the description. Back to it. The standard fix is to get more efficient. Better system. Time blocking. Wake up earlier. Carve out space. It fails, and it fails for a reason that took me years to see. Efficiency doesn't create space. It creates capacity. And capacity gets filled instantly by the same category of work, because that category is where the relief is. You wake at 5, and by the third week your 5 a.m. is full of email. You didn't win an hour. You extended the shift. What actually works is the opposite of efficiency. It's protection. 1 block. 90 minutes. Before anything else in the day. Before you look at a single message. Because once you look, the tide is in, and you're swimming. 90 minutes on the thing with no feedback loop, the thing nobody will thank you for. Then you can be as busy as you want for the rest of the day, guilt-free. Elliot started with 45 minutes, 6:15 to 7, phone in another room. The first week was miserable. Not hard. Miserable. Because with nothing arriving, he could feel exactly how little he actually knew about his own project. That discomfort was the whole point. It was the thing 61 messages a day had been drowning out. 11 weeks later, he had a draft. Not a good one. A draft. Which is 11 weeks more progress than the previous 3 years combined. And now the part I promised you at the start. Busyness isn't hiding you from work. You love work. It's hiding you from evaluation of the only kind that counts. Every task in your inbox is graded on completion. You either answered it or you didn't. There is no dimension on which you can be judged as insufficient, only as done or not done. That is a profoundly safe place to spend a life. Your own work isn't graded on completion. It's graded on quality, on whether the thing you make is any good. And underneath every avoided project, in every person I've ever met, including myself, is one question that has never been answered and is terrifying to test. Am I actually any good at this, or have I just been telling myself a story? As long as you're too busy, the question stays open. And an open question feels infinitely better than a closed one with the wrong answer. That's the trade. You're spending your actual, finite, non-refundable years buying permanent uncertainty about your own capability, because uncertainty is more comfortable than a verdict. The cruel part is that time answers the question anyway. At 60, having never tested it, you don't get to keep the mystery. You get the verdict by default, and it's the worst one. Not, he wasn't good enough, but he never found out. Elliot's draft is bad. He knows it. He also stopped needing to reorganize folders at 4 in the afternoon. If something here landed, drop one word in the comments: unrewarded. And if you want to work this at the level of identity rather than intention, the Untamed Mind protocol is linked in the description. You were never running out of time. You were spending it on the only tasks that were guaranteed to tell you that you did well.